The Tampa Bay Rays are one of the most interesting franchises in sports. They continuously contend despite having one of the lowest payrolls in baseball, making them the true face of Moneyball over the past decade. The current state of the Rays is interesting because they are at the cutting edge of analytics and constantly make baffling moves that end up working out. But I'm not interested in talking about that today. So many have already discussed the philosophy of the Rays and how they keep winning. No, I want to go back, all the way back. I'm going to go year to year and talk about the progress that the organization made, notable signings, trades, draftees, prospects, and most importantly, the crazy stories that came out of the first 10 years of the expansion franchise. Besides this intro, the series will have 3 parts split into 3 distinct eras of the Rays. Wait, hang on, sorry. The Devil Rays.
The Tampa Bay area is Florida's largest metro. Within 35 miles of the dome, there are 1.7 million people, 2 million within 50 miles, and 4.4 million people within a 2-hour drive.
The main goal of this video is to introduce the series and give an idea of the Devil Rays situation leading up to their inaugural season. Going into the 90s, MLB was looking to expand beyond 26 teams. In late 1990, 2 locations were to be added to the league out of a pool of Buffalo, Denver, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and DC, with the expectation that 1 Florida team and 1 non-Florida team would be selected. The Florida Suncoast Dome, later known as Tropicana Field, was built solely to earn a bid during MLB expansion. Unfortunately for St. Pete, the league went with Miami and Denver and decided that they would begin play in 1993. Luckily, since the 2 expansion franchises were a successful addition, the league once again looked to expand in 1994. On March 9, 1995, Phoenix and Tampa were announced as the 29th and 30th MLB franchises. They were to begin play in 1998. The Devil Rays signed a 30-year lease to play at what is now Tropicana Field on April 17, 1995. Chuck Lamar, former assistant GM of the Braves, was named the first general manager and senior vice president of baseball operations in July. To fill out their farm system, the Devil Rays took part in the amateur draft during the 1996 and 1997 seasons and were able to sign minor league free agents during those 2 years. On November 7th of 1997, Tampa Bay named Larry Rothschild, pitching coach of the World Series champion Marlins, as their first manager. With all of that set up, the Devil Rays were ready for the most important event leading up to their inaugural season, the expansion draft.
With their 8th pick of the second round, Tampa Bay Devil Rays select from the St. Louis Cardinals, outfielder Terry Robinson.
On November 18, 1997, in Phoenix, the Diamondbacks and Devil Rays selected 35 players each from the other organizations in the league. The rules were as follows. The draft consists of 3 rounds, with both teams getting 14 picks in rounds 1 and 2, and 7 picks in round 3. Each of the other 28 teams has a protected list of 15 players in their entire organization for the first round, and can add an additional 3 players after each round. Those with no MLB experience are automatically protected if they were signed at age 18 or younger and have under 4 years of minor league experience, or signed at age 19 or older and have under 3 years of minor league experience. No more than 1 player from each organization can be selected per round. Players who are drafted are trade eligible immediately after the draft. This format was almost the same as the 1992 expansion draft, save for some minor differences in the protection rules. The Devil Rays selected first, going with Tony Saunders, a lefty starter for the Marlins who had just pitched in the World Series a few weeks prior. Notable draftees selected by Tampa include Saunders, Miguel Cairo, Randy Winn, Bobby Abreu, and Dimitri Young, although the latter 2 were traded for some not-so-notable assets. They also picked up Brooks Kieschnick, who ended up playing as a 2-way player later in his career. Tampa also acquired catcher John Flaherty through another draft day trade. The biggest move of the day was the Devil Rays purchasing the contract of all-star first baseman and lifelong Tampa resident Fred McGriff from Atlanta. With the expansion draft behind them, the Devil Rays looked to fill out the rest of their roster through free agency. On December 9th, they signed future Hall of Famer and another Tampa legend Wade Boggs to play third base. Although their expectations weren't high going into the year, the Devil Rays foundation was set. Next up, game time.